Look, students, say UPSC is a battlefield. It is actually a battlefield. You want to be in this group of 0.2%, so you have to make your preparation different from these 99.8% people. If you prepare for the exam, so sometimes a time will come when you will feel much more depressed, when you feel much more pressurized. You have to be confident, but not overconfident. You have to be confident for the exam, for yourself, that yes, I can do it and I will do it. So hello students, how are you? I hope you all are very well. I'm also well. So students, today we are launching our new series of this UPSC exam for those students who want to clear the exam, but they are facing much more difficulties. Some are facing in polity, some are in history, some are in geography, science and tech, ethics, some are facing problem in answer writing, some are facing problem in current affairs and much more. CSAT maybe. So especially for those students whose background is not with the English medium, they are facing problem with the CSAT exam. So in this whole lecture, in this web series, I will try to cover whole syllabus so that you can easily prepare well for your exam. Look, students, UPSC is a battlefield. It is actually a battlefield or battleground, and you all are the warriors, right? You are the warriors and you have to fight with the other students to achieve your rank, to achieve your seat. If you not follow the right path, if you not follow the right plan, right strategy, so you cannot achieve this UPSC, which is your dream, right? As you know well, there are around 5 to 6 lakh students who appear for prelims, and these 5 to 6 lakh students, around 12 to 15,000 students pass out for mains and other remaining students fail in the prelims only, right? And within the 12 to 15,000 students, only around 2 to 3,000 students just pass out for the interview and other students just fail in the mains exam. And in this 2 to 3,000 students, only according to the seats, on an average 1,000 students qualify after the interview, and the remaining just back out. So think how large is this pool. On an average, we just find the percentage of this. So you will understand that around 0.2% students pass and around 99.8% students fail. Surprised? 99. So it means that you have the chance of passing of 0.2%, there are chances of failing is 99.8%. So if you want to be in this group of 0.2%, so you have to make your preparation different from these 99.8% people. If you'll prepare like what and how 99.8% students are preparing, you will just fail in the exam, you will just waste your time. So remember, you have to make preparation like 0.2% students. Now you will ask, sir, what is the preparation, or what is the method, or what is the plan to be in this 0.2% students? So look, students, you have to make first of all your perfect strategy. Perfect strategy. What is the strategy? Strategy means perfect plan. Perfect plan. Look, this perfect plan should include your, first of all, which is the main important thing, which is the time. First of all, you have to manage your times to give to your study. Second thing is, which is important, it is the syllabus. You have to understand the whole syllabus first of all, and you have to cover all the syllabus within the given time period. If you not cover the whole syllabus within the given time period, so what will happen? You will just waste your time. And the third and most important thing is the revision. What is this? This is the revision. What you have studied, if you will not revise, so what will happen? You will just forget, and when you will give the exam, you will think, yeah, I have read about this, but I am not remembering what it actually means. Or you will get confused within the options, or you will not give you the best in the exam, right? So time management, syllabus completion, revision, these 3 points are much more important. Fourth is the PYQs, which you have to solve much and much and much. And the last is the mocks, right? And last thing, but not the least, is the inner motivation. inner motivation. Look, when you will prepare for the exam, so sometimes a time will come when you will feel much more depressed, when you feel much more pressurized with the exam, you will afraid with the exam, you will say, sir, what can I do? I'm not understanding the topic, I'm not able to solve the mocks, I'm not able to give my best, so I cannot the exam. There are a lot of things in your mind which can come to your mind, but remember one thing, the inner motivation, self motivation, it is much more important than everything. You have to be confident, but not overconfident. You have to be confident for the exam, for yourself, that yes, I can do it and I will do it. I can do it and I will do it for the exam. So before starting the preparation, you have to make a strategy, and in this series I will try to cover the whole syllabus, but also try to make a perfect strategy so that you can easily cover your whole syllabus within the given time period. Also, you will have time to make revisions, you will have time to solve the PYQs, the mocks, inner, and also I will try to make your inner motivation, not with my motivational speeches, but I will try to spark a light within you so that you can easily cover the whole syllabus. Okay. So let's understand first of all the exam pattern of the UPSC, which is the basic thing of the UPSC simply, right? As we know well, there are the three stages of the UPSC, which are the prelims, mains, and the interview. I have told a brief about the number of aspirants which are appear for the prelims, mains, and interview. Next, let's understand first of all the prelims stage, which is the first stage of the UPSC exam. Look, students, in this prelims stage, it has two papers. One is the GS, and the second is the CSAT, right? In GS paper, say there are around 100 questions. How many questions? 100 questions are there, which marks 200. Okay, 200 marks, 100 question means one question marks 2, right? And it also has negative marking. And it contains the subjects which are the history, polity, economics, geography, current affairs, and everything science and tech, and everything covers within the GS subject. The second paper is the CSAT papers. It has 80 questions which are of 200 marks, right? And it contains reasoning, maths, and English, right? Reasoning, maths, and English. So both exam have negative marking. So you don't think that I will just make from my guess. Don't try to make your 80% guess and 20% your preparation. Because sometimes guess lasts, right? Guess lasts and just blast and fire. So this is the prelims stage, and in this prelims stage, how much marks do you need to qualify this? This is the qualifying stage only. Okay, you have to qualify this exam. Okay, these marks will not be added to the final mark sheet. It is just qualifying stage. You have to qualify this stage, in which prelims paper 1, out of 200 marks, you have to achieve on an average 90 to 100 marks. Okay, it depends upon the merit, it depends upon the your caste. Suppose last time it was the qualifying marks by cutoff was 92 point something. Just take mind, around 92% to qualify the exam. 92% not, sorry, 92 marks for the exam. Okay, one time the cutoff was very high, it was around 105 marks. So it depends upon the cutoff, but on an average around 90 to 100 marks if you can achieve, you can just achieve your paper 1, qualify your paper 1, which is the prelims stage. And this in CSAT stage, you have to just you have to dot 67 marks, means 33.33% you have to achieve to qualify this CSAT exam. Okay, so this is the CSAT, and on we can also say that out of 80 questions, you have to accurately do around 27 to 28 questions perfectly. But if you also do some wrong questions, definitely will get negative marks. So just try not to do wrong questions. If you will not know the answers, first of all, skip that question and do those questions which you can do easily. And when you realize, when you understand, when you think that yes, I can easily get the qualifying marks, so just skip all those remaining questions. You don't need to do them. But if you think that it may not come the qualifying marks, so you have to guess for the remaining questions if you don't know the right answer in that case. Okay, this was the prelims stage 1. Next, the second stage, it is the mains exam. This is the written. Prelims was the MCQ based paper. It is a MCQs based paper, right? You have to just solve the MCQs. In the mains, it is the written paper. And it is not just only qualifying marks, it is the exam in which you have to work hard, right? It has overall 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 questions papers. Out of them, 5 are the mains papers, 2 are the optional papers, and 2 are the language papers. These are just qualifying papers. And mains, 5 papers of mains and 2 papers of optionals, which are 7 papers, and these 7 papers will be added to your final mark sheet. If you talk about the mains papers, it has subjects GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, and essay. Okay, 5 papers are in the mains papers of GS, and 2 are the optional subjects. You can choose yourself according to your preparation. It did not depend upon your background. If you suppose if someone had done a BSc from chemistry or MSc from chemistry, so it is not necessary to choose only chemistry. You can simply choose your history if you think that you can give best in the history subject, right? So you have to choose your 2 optional subjects. And mains paper, there are 20 questions which marks 250 marks, right? And optional, there are 8 questions which marks 250. Language papers, which are 2 papers. One is the English language and the second is any Indian language. You can choose yourself. It may be Hindi, Urdu, or there are a lot of languages. You can choose from them. And there are 6 questions in each paper. You have to solve them and get 300 marks. Not the full marks. You have to qualify the exam. For the qualifying the exam, you have to get around 25% to qualify the exam. If you see here, the subjects of mains, so GS paper 1, GS paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, paper 5. You have the 5 papers. Last is the essay. You have to write essay writing, and the 4 are the GS papers. What you have studied in your UPSC, these are all the subjects. So GS paper 1 contains Indian history, world history, art and culture, geography, Indian society. GS paper 2 will contain polity, social justice, IR, governance. Paper 3 contains economy, science and tech, internal security, disaster management. Paper 4 contains ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Okay, these all are the subjects of mains. And then final is the interview, which is of 275 marks. So if you just calculate the mains and interview, it will be around 2025 marks. And in this 2025 marks, you have to get around 950 marks to be an IAS. And it depends upon your rank, upon your preparation of your interview and the mains exam. From 275 marks, you have to get around, depends upon the demanding the remaining marks of the exam, because interview marks and mains marks both are added to make the final rank of the candidate. So here you have to achieve around 120 to 130 on an average to give your best to give the exam. So this is the whole exam pattern of the UPSC exam. I hope you have understood well. In the next video now, I will just try to make the strategy. I will try to explain the best strategy which you can follow to make your preparation best. And if you have any problem, if you feel any problem regarding any subject, any preparation, just you can also join my Instagram page and discuss there.